bro, please give me tips for mixing and mastering. Hello my friends, it's Saturday, back in the closet. The pandemic weekend is very boring. The weather is nice and beautiful, but The Last of Us 2 was released, so staying at home, following all social distancing guidelines, doesn't feel that bad if you have something amazing to play for the entire day. Yesterday my song Do To You was released and we got already over 7,000 plays within a day. That's like by far the best result I ever had on any kind of song. I absolutely love the song, very happy about the result. It fits perfectly to the summer vibe, so if you're interested, first link in the description, go and check it out. Today we're also doing a giveaway. I'll pick 5 winners that can choose between getting a song mastered by me, or getting some mixing advice and feedback for their song, or my last sample pack for free. So if you're interested, all you have to do is just listen to my song Do To You and count how many times in the song it says Do To You. And I'll just pick in 2 or 3 days winners down below in the comments. Just get in touch with me and we'll make sure you get one of the 3 things you can choose of. Also, as you know, my studio construction project is on hold for a couple of days since the fabric, there's some problems. I already explained it multiple times, but probably tomorrow back in the studio. And we're looking for new interns. So if you live close by and you want to learn something about music production, music business, run a label, help me with this YouTube channel and all this kind of stuff, the form where you can apply is just linked down below in the description. And I think we'll just do a simple, easy, quick Q&A, because again, on this daily journey, me as a music producer and DJ, there is not much happening today. It's just playing games. And there's nothing outside we can actually do. So let's make the best of this weird situation. I hope the clubs will open soon, but let's just get started with the very first question. What's your favorite song right now? Whew, that's really hard. No, actually not. I'm still very addicted to Rufus Del Sol, Underwater. I don't know, whenever I feel upset and I'm not in a good mood, I just turn it up all the way in the car and feel instantly better. It's a song that sounds very fat and warm, very satisfying. I just love it. Your pizza dough recipe, please. I have an app actually. It's called Pizz app, P-I-Z-Z and then app. And with it you can calculate how much dough, how much yeast, salt you need, depending on how many hours up front you actually make the dough. So that's what I'm using and it gives me really great results. But let's get back to some music related questions. The next one isn't music related. Can you show us how you shoot and edit your vlogs? I don't think I'm the right person to do that because I don't have any clue about filming and editing. That's not my main thing. I have never really learned it just by doing a bunch of these videos. I just film with a camera, put it in my editing program, Final Cut Pro, and just edit everything together. There's nothing special about it. I mean, I can't. If you do every day a video, it has to be streamlined and very simple. Which camera are you using and which lens is on it? I'm using a Canon EOS R with a very expensive 15 to 35mm lens, but it's all all of the equipment that I'm using in the studio, camera, vlogging, it's all actually linked down below in the description. What's your worst music production habit? Maybe that I lose way too much time with new plugins. I get a ton of stuff sent at the moment by companies for free. I install it, play around with it, and then half a day is wasted playing around with a new plugin that basically does the same stuff than 10 other plugins that I already have, and I get lost and not focused on making music. Electronic dance music is very technological dependent, so you need certain plugins to achieve certain types of sounds, but sometimes I get lost in the technical aspect of music making instead of just making music. So yeah, I think with the new studio I will deinstall a lot of stuff. I already ordered a ton of outboard gear, So I will have some fixed units outboard and will reduce my plugins. Have you ever used FL Studio? If so, did you like it? I never really used it myself. I teach 2 or 3 people that used it. I teach them how to mix properly, so it doesn't really matter which DAW you use. If I like it, I can't really tell. I'm a Logic user, I like it. FL, I mean, it really doesn't matter which kind of DAW you use. How did it happen you are releasing with Suave, not your own label? This is mainly due to me wanting to focus more on making my music and outsourcing to someone else that is specialized in promoting releases, so I have less stress. Whenever I release a song on my own label, it's like twice the stress, and I reach the same people I reach as an artist. If I collaborate with another label, I reach the same people, plus they reach their people, and new people get to know my music, and they're way more advanced and well connected with all of the people that are responsible for the promotion. And so far, usually the releases with them give me definitely a boost over releasing just myself. Of course, then your money gets cut, but all in all, I think it's the smart choice at the moment. Any remix contest coming soon? Yes, we'll definitely make a remix contest this year, but I'm not sure which track and I don't know when, but we'll do a remix contest. Can music distributors promote your music? They will promise you that they will do it, but they will never do it. So in theory, yes, but in reality, no. They just don't. They just make sure your music is out on all of these stores and that you get your money, but the promotion is 100% the task of the label. What is the #1 thing that improved the quality of your music? I mean, the #1 thing is definitely just learning more about it, experience, making more music. But if you ask me something outside of my own knowledge and ability, it's definitely room acoustics. If you can hear what you're doing, you're just way more precise and faster. How do we decide on where to pan the instruments? I mean, just wherever you want to pan them to. There's a classic approach to pan stuff left and right that is more like in the upper frequencies and not main elements. So usually percussion and hats and that kind of stuff, and kind of mimicking a live drum set where the kick is in the center, the snares are in the center, the toms a little to the side, the hi-hats even more to the side. But for electronic music, you're free to do whatever you like. I even know people that put the vocal wide left and right and not in the center because they're having a main synthesizer or a bass that is the main thing. Just do whatever feels right. Digital or analog summing? I actually bought something for summing, for analog summing, so I'll do a video soon and compare it. I don't know yet. I haven't tried it yet, so I'll see. It's very debated. Like, we'll see. I want to start with DJing, mixing music, and so on. Any tips? Just start. Because I know a lot of people that always tell me I want to start making music, even like friends of mine that are interested, but they tell me that already for years and never actually start. So just download the software onto your computer and get started. Do you have a tip on how to find your own sound? I know a lot of people ask me that, but I wouldn't worry about it. Just make music. Eventually, after a couple of years, you will have your own sound. Maybe you yourself can't even hear it, but people will be able to hear it, especially other producers. There are certain sets and like techniques that you will use, certain kicks, certain samples that will kind of make up your sound. But I wouldn't like focus on making it. It will happen naturally. Adam T5V or KRKG4RP5. I don't know even which ones those are because I haven't looked into these kind of speakers for a while. But I would advise any beginner to spend the 100 extra to get at least a 7-inch woofer, maybe even an 8-inch woofer, because those can be used as mains. They will let you hear lower frequencies that are very important for modern music. The Adam T5, I'm assuming it's a 5-inch woofer. It's not going to get you anywhere. Those are for like checking vocals and maybe for broadcasting and TV kind of stuff. But if you make music, 7-inch, 8-inch woofer, definitely. Would you be interested in opening a techno underground label? No. I will stay with my Accents label. We're releasing music soon again. We got some really good demos. If you're interested to submit demos, it's also linked down below in the description. And we're now open more also to club music. I want to get back a little more into club music, also for my own project. I will probably still do the poppy stuff and the club music stuff at the same time, I think. That should work. I don't know. What is your full name? That's a secret. Do you have a process to get from an idea to the finished result? That takes a while. That's a skill you have to learn to push yourself to finish the song. Since I work with vocals, it's a lot easier because I usually paid for the vocals. Someone else is involved in making the song. I don't want to disappoint them, so I usually finish every song where I got a good top line for. But yeah, maybe just have a date and try to hit that date and finish it. Pressure is always like important to get yourself to finish stuff because you're your own boss. No one will tell you what to do. So you have to trick yourself to do it. Bro, please give me tips for mixing and mastering. Mastering at the beginning, I would not worry about, just let someone else do it, pay them, and it's good. And for mixing, again, it's an experience thing, just mix a bunch of songs. And I think what's even more important than mixing is actually sound selection. You need to select the right kick, the right main synthesizer sound, play the right melodies. Mixing doesn't play such a huge role. I mean, I could open up any of my songs and remove everything that is mixing, like all EQing, compression, even the reverbs. It would still sound fairly similar. How do you know that a track is totally finished? I know that it's totally finished when I lost my interest working in it. Sometimes I really start hating my songs, even Due to You. I love it, but I worked so long on it. At the moment, I can't listen to it myself. I might need like 1 or 2 more months, like not having the project in front of me in my head while listening to it to enjoy it again. But I usually say when you get to a point where the song doesn't clearly improve anymore and you're just changing it, then it's usually ready. Can you still be successful in music career without going to any big city, making music just from home? Yes, I mean, the internet is connecting everyone. Just sit at home, make good music, really good music. Like it has to be able to compete against thousands and thousands of other people. Even my label that is really small, we get 100 demos per week. Big labels get 1,000 per day. And your song has to be better and fit to that label. But once you get to the point, at least in electronic music, and a good label is signing you, then just make 5 to 10 tracks per year, try to sign it to that label and similar labels, and you will be on the way to maybe making it big. The rest is just luck and a lot of hard work. Your dream festival to play at? Ooh, to be honest, I prefer clubs. So I would love to play in clubs again, but due to the pandemic, no clubs, no gigs, sitting at home in a closet on a Saturday. At least I'm building the studio, but even that isn't really working at the moment. But I'll be back to constructing the studio in 2-3 days. I'm just waiting for the new fabric, and you're all invited to follow along how I'm constructing that studio. It's my dream studio. It will be epic. Analog gear is like on its way. And yeah, as always, I'll share everything about it. Thanks a lot for those questions, and we'll see us tomorrow back again, hopefully in the studio. Now it's time to play a little bit of Last of Us 2. It's so amazing. If you haven't played the first or the second, go and play it. It's worth it. I'm usually against gaming, but that game is so good.